Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Did everybody come back? Can everybody hear me? Yeah, we've had some technical difficulties here, the old sofa. If you're here in the chat, let me know. Anyways, I'm just gonna start talking, assuming and hoping that this is working now. I apologize. Um, yeah, yeah. So if you're joining, this is the podcast channel. So make sure you're subscribed to this one because you might be seeing it where I post it in my community chat on the other channel. Um, Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Let me know, put a one in the comments if you can hear me, pretty please. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel. This is where I go live or do my little, kind of podcasty things or whatever. Oh, yeah, y'all can hear me. Thank you. Everyone thank Matt. He made it happen. I had to get Matt out of bed to come fix the damn live chat. So anyways, if you're just joining, this is the podcast channel. Make sure you're subscribed to my main channel, Reporting Live from the Sofa. It is down in the description below. And there's that. So as you saw from the thing today, we are discussing the Cortney Bell case. Before we do that, this is the live chat thing. So this is very, I sit here and say hello to everybody and do all that kind of stuff. So if you don't like this kind of style video, just check out my other channel. I do more things over there that are more structured and not live chat. So anyways, I'm just going to, pardon me, say hello to a few people. Hello, Cookie Cowgirl. Hello, Betty. Or no, I'm sorry, Bethy Boop. Larissa, Joni, Loretta, Fuzzy Doxy, Vivian, Chris, Erica, Juki, Gail, Veronica, what's up, girl? Hey, Jinlu. Hey, Larissa. Hey, Aunt Edna. Hey, Salty Idaho. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Lunice. I hope I said that right. I hope everybody's doing wonderful out there today. Sorry, I keep shaking the thing right here. My arm's resting on it. And then let's see here. Okay. So that's it. How is everyone at the damn Sofa Squad doing? I hope y'all are doing well. I took a hardcore nap this afternoon. I was editing a quick little video that I did. And so sat there, fell asleep on the damn sofa. Well, not on the sofa, but somewhere else in the bed. And then wait, hold on, let me respond to my cousin real quick. Okay, so anyways, I was sitting there editing the video for tomorrow and I slumped over. And so then I got up and I was like, you know what? I want to go do a live check. 'Cause I was planning on doing that all day long. I was like, you know what? I'm going to come over here. We're going to talk about these comments and the Courtney Bell thing because that one still has my mouth on the ground, right? So there's that. Tomorrow, I have a video with some of my thoughts going up on this channel about Barry Morphew's latest hearing. There's that. I'm working on my next big video, which is going to be on Jennifer Pan. And then I've also been going down the rabbit hole again on what do you call it? Melanie Gibbs' interview and testimony that she did. Remember way back when she first testified in some of the prelims or whatever? And so I don't know why I do this to myself, but I started rewatching it again because I was like, how is that going to be? Now, like, how did that age? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, it didn't age well, right? Hey, Murder Nerd. Hey, Miss Tia. How's it going? Hey, Mai. How are you? Hey, Mama Bear. Hey, Spook of Trash. Hey, Barbara. So anyways, that's going to be coming up too, but the Jennifer Pan video will come out first. I'm just like, oh my God, right? And I might do a live chat to talk about the comments from my other video that I did on that deep dive on the, hey, Tracy, on, I can't think of his name right now. I'm still in sleep comatose. The latest video I did on the main channel. But that one, my brain's still reeling from all the names in that case. I'm not lying, y'all. Oh my God, that one did me in, right? So anyways, that's that. I hope y'all are well. Now let me pull up my little screen over here that has the comments and stuff like that. So the video that we're talking about today is the video that I did on this channel about Cortney Bell's case being overturned. Okay. So if you haven't seen that, check it out after this. Cortney Bell was Christopher McNabb's baby mama, girlfriend, I don't know, cousin too. I mean, my God, the list goes on. They were both convicted of what do you call it? Doing away with their child. A very, very, very young baby girl, right? Hold on, let me make sure I just did this. Okay. And so a very young baby girl. Let me make sure I did the right person. Okay, cool. And then Courtney's was overturned, right? And so my mouth hit the ground when I saw that, 'cause I was like, what? And so I did a quick little update video on it, and a lot of people had a lot to say about it, which I really think that there's a lot of different insights into this, because this is such a bizarre case, right? Tragic all the way around. It was very cringy to watch. It was like you could see the so many of these cases that involve young children like that. And yeah, and she was only 2 weeks old, just 2 weeks old. Okay. Now, also the other horrifying thing. Hey Heather, thank you. Good luck painting. The other horrifying thing about this case is that of those 2 weeks, Courtney and Christopher barely had the child. Okay, like barely had the child. Okay, which thank God she was with people who might have actually cared about her during that time, right? Um, so what became so weird, because remember, Christopher, um, he was arrested first and Courtney later. So pretty much the way it left out was, um, the way the trial ended up going down at the very end was essentially the judge telling Courtney that, you know what, he didn't think that she had her hands on her hands were directly in on the situation, right? But that basically by her allowing Christopher, not doing anything, standing by, allowing all this to go down, she was responsible, right? And yeah, I apologize, everybody, if you're in the other live. I've done three. This is the third one I've had to do. We had a major technology break meltdown. I was trying to use this. Now, mind you, I have top-notch microphones and stuff like that. I told Matt, I was like, I love how all these other people can get these expensive microphones to work, and I can never get any of them to work on any of my computers. And so they are literally stored away in there. This is one of Matt's old work things that he uses, and it's the only thing I can get to work right now. So anyways, slightly salty. Okay, so not right now. We're gonna talk about what the video says, because some people might have joined just for that. But you trust me, we are going to visit some of Julie Rose TikToks later, because I have serious questions at this point. Okay, serious damn questions about that. Anyways, so we'll get to that later. Okay, so here we go. So that's what we're talking about. We're going to go to that. Okay, so now the first comment that we're going to read over here is somebody was asking about the baby girl. And what I mean by the baby girl is their other daughter. Remember, they had an older daughter who they basically tried to blame on the death on multiple times, especially Christopher McNabb. And y'all, if y'all know this, because I cannot remember, I felt like the daughter, she maybe went with a family member or someone like that, like maybe I don't remember. But I know they have an older daughter who clearly is not under their care, thank God. And I was just like, oh my God, if Courtney gets out, which I mean, we knew Courtney was going to always get out at some point, right? It was just a matter of when. Okay, I was hoping it would have been a lot later, but there's that. Anyways, but this person was asking, do we know the daughter is? I don't know where she is. If y'all know, drop it in the comments. I don't know. I hope she's with someone. I think she went with Courtney's dad. See, Ms. Tia says, I think she went with Courtney's dad. And that's what I think too. I genuinely felt like Courtney's dad cared about the children, and that he was trying to make sure that they were tended to in the best way possible, right? Um, So, I mean, because remember, he was like taking the kids. Remember, she wanted to like trade the crackmobile, we called it, um, for the kids. I mean, to her father. I mean, come on. So her father sounded like he had enough damn sense in his mind in his head to realize, number one, Christopher McNabb was a total POS, and that they weren't in a good place. So, anyways, that's what that is. So there's that. But I think I do believe you got it right there, Ms. Dia. Um, okay, next thing. She shouldn't see the light of day. Yes, a lot of people have a very strong feelings about this. Okay, then this next one, I'm not gonna like read the entire ones on some of these. This next person is basically saying that they thought throughout the trial that Chris was more sympathetic. No. I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. No, sympathetic. Where is it? Okay, this person says they found Chris to be sympathetic, whereas they found Cortney to be less emotional. Um, she wasn't innocent. They were out of it. Maybe they threw something on the chair where the infant was sleeping. They were both involved in the cover up. Her reaction to the autopsy with steel in her eyes says it all. Guilty. Okay. Um, this other person saying they were completely shocked when they saw the post. I was too. Um, then let's see. This person says if you know your partner is abusing your child and you do nothing, you're complicit. Bad people do what they do, but the worst is when good people do nothing. I mean, this is a huge counterpoint with ouch, the Cortney Bell thing. So because essentially the judge is saying that. Now we'll get into the discussion here too about what, because I have my own opinions. This case was really a tough one, y'all, because I have my own opinions, but they constantly change as to the level of guilt that I feel that she has in the situation. I've always felt a pretty certain way about Chris. That hasn't really wavered. I'm just gonna say hello to a few people joining. Hold on, I hope please she needs serious mental health and drug today. And yeah, and I agree, because so I thought she was gonna stay the whole 15 years, and I was like, that's gonna be mental health for her, drug all this stuff, right? This sadly doesn't look like it'll happen. And hello, Jocelyn. I'm glad you're here. And Murder Nerd. Yes, they were both totally sketchy. Um, and hey, Ragdoll. So we're going to get to that in a comment that's coming up. We'll address your question about are they reducing her sentence. We're going to get that in 1 second. And then. And yeah, I hope she doesn't get the chance to. Hey, Elizabeth, how's it going? Okay, so let's keep going. So what happens? I don't know that. Is it true? Is it true they're cousins? Yes. So here's the other thing that I always forget about this with this case. So, and help me remember here. Courtney's, hold on. Courtney's mom is Chris's aunt, making them cousins. Is that right? Are they first cousins or second cousins? But wasn't he banging the mom too? I mean, that's like, I think he was like, because there was that picture where he's all over her, and I was like, come on. And Charlie Patton. Let's see. The stuff has been Roscoe is a minute. You're a minute. Can't wait to make it. Oh, thank you, Charlie. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the thing. Roscoe was here a minute ago, but when we had technical difficulties, he was like, "I'm done," and he left. So I'm sorry, but he was here in spirit. And thank you, Charlie. I really appreciate it. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Jess. Yes, you're right, Paul. Yeah, he died. Yep. Hey, Emily. What's going on, girl? Um. Yeah, so the cousin thing, yeah. Um, oh yeah, drive, Emily. You're all good. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna keep reading here. Um, let's see. This person says she should never ever get her daughter back. Um, yeah, so she's talks about the disgusting home conditions. I mean, it's bad. Okay, let me keep going here because what she's at a prison, she's gonna have another bit. Yeah, probably will. Sadly. There's that. I can do. Okay, I'm just kind of this people were evil from the get-go. Wasn't the baby found buried in it? Here's one thing that I do think is interesting on here is a lot of people were confusing this case, and I can't think of it right now, but I did a huge video on it like many moons ago, where the baby was buried in an abandoned well. Y'all help me out here. I cannot remember the name of that baby and the parents. I can remember. I mean, the case I can remember. Damn near might need to revisit that one. That one was so horrifying. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate it. We love you. Thank you, Jess Groves, the Groves trial. Okay, a lot of people in the comment sections on this confused it with that, right? Just as horrible, but different case. She's gonna get a break on anything. What happened to her daughter was so horrific. That's evil monsters. No answer. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Sad case for sure. Yes. Why should she? Right, that one does. Yes, the judge with a rattlesnake analogy. It was perfect. Okay, so that's what it was. Towards the end, when he was doing the sentencing and stuff, and remember how, if you watched it, you watched sentencing, how she, meaning Cortney, did not it was like she didn't understand. She was just like, I ain't do this. And she was like, I didn't do this. Why am I, y'all know I didn't do this, so on and so forth. And I legit believe that Cortney believes that, right? I do think she literally believes I didn't kill the baby. I didn't do that. I didn't actively do it. So why am I in trouble? You know what I'm saying? I do think that she thinks that. Do I agree with that? No. And the judge is basically saying, hey, why are you're basically like allowed a rattlesnake to come into your home. It was like you wanted to show your children what the outside world was like, and so you allowed a rattlesnake in with the kids or something like that. And so it was a very good analogy, but it went right over her head, right? And even the judge was like, remember, I explained this to you. You could tell that he had talked to her on some level, right? And like the judge had like spoken to her something, or what. I mean, I don't know what took place with that. And that, maybe he got her to a certain point of kind of understanding, but then when it came down to it, she still was just like, whatever. So there's that. Let's keep going. This next comment saying, she should never get the children back, and that it's sad that she will probably go right back to the same kind of environment. And here's the thing too, because again, with Cortney, and this is like part of her sentence, right? Because the judge was like, almost like being like, look, there might be a chance for her, and so I'm going to sentence her to blank. And like somebody earlier said, pardon me, this will be good for detox, rehab, all this kind of stuff, right? And so if what happens, and I think is going to happen, she's not going to get any of that, right? And probably go right back to the same environment. Really, no lesson learned, because she's been locked away for like what, 2-3 years now. I mean, it's not that long in the scheme of things, right? Anyway, so let's keep going. Okay, I don't understand why the courts don't treat all people. Yep. And this person brings up a good point here. I don't understand why the courts, and I'm going to have to change some of the wording around here. I don't understand why the courts don't treat all people who abuse their kids, resulting in the loss of life, with first degree M charges. Obviously, repeated abuse results in losing your life. Basically treating it like, and you do see this sometimes, right? And I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I would be curious to know this too. I don't know. Okay, there's that. Our whole system is so broken. It is. I mean, this is what's sad about this, right? Generational poverty and abuse flourishes. Yes. And then this person says they'll give the other kid back next. Awful story. I agree. I hope that. Oh my God! I pray the other little girl doesn't go back. This person says, I think she needs to go away for at least 10 years. She will never learn. Hold on. She will never learn to make good decisions in a year. Probably with her upbringing, she will never ever make decent choices. I really think the criminal system is way too lenient with offenders like this. I agree. I agree. Minimum 10-year starting point, right? And here's the thing too. There's a difference in a situation like this of, say she just went away and did hard time, meaning she just sat in her butt and did nothing in a prison a penitentiary for 10 years. And then there's 10 years. And again, I'm talking a minimum at that. Um, Major counseling, major this, major that, I'm working a full-time job in jail. I've done this. You see where I'm going with this? Like massive changes. Um, and I'll get more into my opinions. I mean, you heard them already, but I'll talk some more about them because I've got, after we kind of go through some of this, I'm just kind of sprinkling the live chat with them. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Paul. Um, Okay, yes. Yep, this is Madeline. She absolutely has responsibility. This person says this is Madeline. She absolutely has responsibility, and her baby girl's life. If she wasn't running around like such a careless, irresponsible person and acting like a loving mother, yes, I agree. And remember, here's one of the things that really gets under your skin. Um, Okay, so remember when this is going down and it's like the baby's missing and da 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 da. Okay, so remember the girl who drove Courtney and Chris, and I think Courtney's mom, like out there. Well, first of all, they did like we need to stop off and smoke up on the way, right? I mean, they were in extreme active addiction over this, right? Um, and so extreme, okay. So here's the thing with that. Excuse me. Um, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I just go back and forth with the whole thing. Um, when you look at what Courtney sits there and says, and that I didn't do this, and then you look at like this person says the absolute carelessness of it, that's what kind of blows my mind. Is I'm just like, how does she not see A, B, and C, right? Like you stopped off here to do this, you know, somebody was saying, oh, she wanted to make sure that her makeup and all this was doing okay, which I'm just like, you know. And then another thing too is how, remember when it all went down, the cops came there at first, and I mean, she looked like she was toe weaking, okay, and she's like calling out to the baby, which is just like. It just felt like overly dramatic. And this is the part that and we'll get back to this. This is one thing that I always go over my mind, right? And this is one thing I try to, that I don't know where I stand with this, because this is my thoughts here right here. I 100% think that Chris did what he did to the baby alone. I personally think he was up for days, got sketched out. Maybe the baby was crying and he hit her with something. He did something to the baby and did that to her, right? Because it was a horrible way for this little baby to go. I do not know. Part of me is like, was Courtney awake for that? Or did she wake up to that and being like, this is what's happened to the baby? We have to cover this up now. You see what I'm saying? Did she wake up to, he's already done it and taken the baby away, and she authentically was like, where's the baby? You know what I'm saying? And then obviously over a next couple of days or whatever, she learns this, yada yada yada. Or was she awake when it happened, saw it go down, and was like, we have to reel this in? You see what I'm saying? So I go on those three little tangents right there, and I've never really honestly landed on one of them. So the cause of death, basically her, and it's so graphic, her skull, like her head was basically crushed. I mean, to me it just sounded like, I mean, I mean, it's a 2-week-old baby, they're so fragile. To me it almost sounded like, and I just hate the visuals of it, that maybe he punched her or hit her with something, or I don't know. So, and it suggests, says, hold on, you don't think the guy who testified that was there getting, what, knew anything? I remember that now. I don't know. Because that's right. Didn't they have people there the night before? See, now it makes me want to go watch the whole damn trial again. Um, and so Murder Nerd says, I think she knew either by witnessing or he told her later. Yeah, see, that's where, I mean, it's one or the other, right? Um, Oftentimes I go with, I think he told her later. Like, I 100% think she knows he did it, right? Like, I don't question that. I think she tried to play it off more, um, that she didn't know or whatever, but I think she 100% knew at some point. It's a matter of when she knew. Um, That's right, Miss Tia. Okay, yes. Remember the phone call they played in court and Chris trying to convince Courtney he didn't do it and manipulating her. I forgot about that. Yeah. But you also remember at a certain point, she knew she was going down. Like she's not like she's kind of been in this lifestyle, right? She's gonna know to play dumb on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Or whatever. So there's that. Okay, let me keep reading through the comments. I'm going to keep going on these damn tangents. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. No, no. This person's talking about it being so weird about how she was calling the baby's name out and all this kind of stuff and whatnot, which was completely bizarre and think completely fake. Um, she could have been in a deep sleep and he couldn't handle the cry. And see, that's one thing that I think was going on because you saw Chris to me was like Chris was just, he was so gross. What did she ever see in him? What did she ever see in him? Um, so hey Tara, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. He's just so vile. But anyways, okay, Courtney should fry in hell. Yep. Mm-hmm. All she slept with a family member. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, 15 years prison, 15 years. Okay, this person said it was 15 years prison, 15 years probation. Okay, hold on. I'm going to read this whole comment here. Please hold. Okay. 15 years prison, 15 years probation. The judge said he realized even after their little talk in his chambers, which I find interesting, um, that she didn't understand the concept that she created the environment for her daughters to lose their life in. The daughter, there's the other one's still alive, and therefore contributed to her losing her life. Um, and so then she goes on or whatever. And hold on, I'm gonna have to get my damn glasses out. Um, please hold. This is getting serious. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay. Well, dang, it's on the beach. Okay. Now, this one right here, aim into this one. And this is a regular old sofa member here. It might be listening. You were in the other chat earlier. Anyways, they say, honestly, if it was me and I sat in jail and sobered up and realized why I was in jail, I don't think I would feel worthy of ever being free. Seriously. Seriously, y'all. Um, uh, for real. This is funny, y'all. Listen to this one. Listen to this one. This person says, you said go into Google it later, and my damn Google opened up and started asking what you wanted to. Oh my, that's so funny. Okay, hold on. It says, you said go into Google it later, and my damn Google opened and started asking what you wanted to look up. So I looked it up. He's still alive, and no one has offed his stupid ass yet. First of all, it's funny that it made that open up, right? But also, I didn't know what that was. It sounded like somebody fired off a four wheeler. Look how these are crooked on me. I look like the Nutty Professor. Funny that it did that, but yeah, can you believe he's still alive? I'm like, how does that? He has to be in protective custody. Has to be. There's no other. Just has to be. Okay, let's keep going. I'm just reading through the comments here to see other ones. Okay, hold on. This person's bringing up the fact of, what, she had this baby, she didn't want the baby, everybody else was, watching the baby, which again was infuriating, right? Because like I said earlier in the live, um, they barely had this child, y'all. I mean, that's the other, infuriating part to it. They barely had the baby, I should say. I mean, the father had the child, the other girl dropped a newborn off with, remember the friend that testified? Pardon me, the friend that testified who already had all these kids of her own and then having to deal with a brand new baby. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, who does that, right? Courtney and Chris. And that friend was like up there bawling her eyes out about the situation. I don't blame her. Okay. I'm just reading through the comments here to see the next one we're going to look over. This person's saying they don't think that she had anything to do with the baby's death and doesn't think that she knew anything about what Christopher McNabb did. Pardon me. I mean, it's, she and her cousin husband. I love that. This one's good, y'all. Okay, so this person's asking. I love this. This person's asking, what the F is up with still having my Christmas tree up? I don't know if y'all remember, I actually took it down today. We were going to go for a year-round Christmas tree, and it didn't end up. Actually, I was literally thinking about keeping. I don't know if y'all remember, I had this little tree sitting back here. I had it for Christmas, and it's been sitting there. And then I was like, I was legit going to leave it up year-round, right? Because I was like, it'd be cool to like do a theme and have like the tree decorated for each one. We all know I ain't doing that. That is way too much. And so today I was like, Paul, I'm getting ready to redo the entire room, right? And so I took it down today. So it's got stuffed away till next year or whatever. But I really didn't consider it a Christmas tree, right? It was so cute. It was like this like pale rose or whatever. I got it at Target or someplace. But yeah, today I was like, you might notice I've taken a lot of the stuff down back there. I'm slowly like getting rid of all the stuff. Anyways, so there's that. Okay. I'm just reading through these again. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Renee. I really appreciate that. That makes my day. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for supporting the invisible Roscoe back here. And yeah, the could you give a quick recap of the case? Why the reason? So let's start with this for a second thing. The reason they reversed her charge is they're basically saying that what they charged her with, there has to be more than, I believe it was neglect, to say that she had something to do with the actual, M, the big M of the baby. So there has to be other components there, right? So that's why they overturned this. Now they have still, and I don't have it. In fact, let me look it up real quick. They have still left a charge on her thing. They didn't believe, I was reading a comment. They didn't overturn all the charges. They have left one that has something to do with neglect or whatever, right? So, but the one that has to do with the actual thing of like taking the, baby's life or whatever, that's what they're reversing on that, or have reversed. So basically the rundown is her and Christopher, their thing, they're kissing cousins. They have a baby. Baby is born. Baby's not even 2 weeks old. They're dropping it with the father. They're dropping it with this person. They're smoking up. And I'm not talking about cigarettes or, Mary Jane. I'm talking about the hard stuff. Doing all this stuff in the house leading up to that. And then allegedly, if we go based on like what Cortney says and all this, one morning she gets up and the baby is gone and missing. And Christopher's running around looking for it and da 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 da. The baby is found. Was it found the same day or the next day in the woods near their home? And Christopher might have his gym bag or something. I mean, it was very obvious that he had something to do with it. And so she's basically like, look, I didn't have anything to do with this. I basically came up from a, slumper and all this is going on. And that's a nutshell of it. The thing that's so crazy about this case is the trial. I mean, you've just never seen anything like it. Person after person got up in that stand that you were like, where did these people come from? And the things that they talked about in such a normal way. Wait, this is making me sick. I cannot get used to these things. Would just blow your mind. Now that I'm not trying to diss everybody who got up in that stand, because there was people that I felt like really loved these children way more than Christopher and Cortney did. Her father being one of them. I can't remember the girl's name who she was babysitting there. There's people in there who definitely cared for these children way more than Cortney and Chris did. And thank God that they came across this baby in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Or the baby had at least an experience of love. Because I think somebody said, I don't remember where, about Courtney, or Jay went away, about her never bonding with the baby. And I mean, that's the thing, they're out smoking. They're out partying, you know what I'm saying? So that's in a nutshell. But this is one of those cases. I mean, it's heartbreaking, but it's one of those trials where you will literally watch. I mean, you will rip through it because you're just in shock the whole time. But again, you have to be in that frame of mind, right? Because it's not a light trial. Right, Renee. Yeah, they found the baby. I mean, wasn't it like wrapped up in Chris's T-shirt and his gym bag? And then they tried to play. I mean, he tried to play everything off, right? It was so bad and so obvious, you know. So yeah, but thank you, Renee. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, now hold on. I'm going back to the comments here. Okay, let's see. She doesn't deserve mercy. Okay. I wonder if she'll visit her cousin boyfriend in jail. I would think if they let her out that they'd say you can't visit Chris, right? This person says it's their first time on the channel and they want to hang out and talk true crime and Dolly Parton with me any day. Bring it on. I'm down. Side note, Dolly Parton has a new album coming out. She has teamed up with James Patterson and they wrote a book. Allegedly, they probably hired somebody to write it, but that's how that goes. And then put an album to go with it. And I've listened to one of the songs, and it's really good. Okay, so let's get back to this thing real quick. Okay, no freaking way. Courtney and Chris are cousins. So okay, Courtney and Chris are cousins. So basically, Chris slept with his aunt. I think he was literally sleeping with her, right? I watched this trial from the beginning to end. It was sad all around. The family, drugs, and just pure neglect. Yeah, that baby was given to Courtney's cousin so she could go party. Then she proceeds to beg Chris for sex 2 weeks postpartum. I just can't believe this whole shit show. 100%, I agree. It's update, Paul. Yep. I thought I read the heading wrong. I'm shocked. Yep. Let's see. Thank you for always making me smile. Hey, anytime. Thank you for covering this case and updates so respectfully. Yep. My jaw hit the ground. 100%. Mine did too. This is troubling and riveting trial. The male defendant made an ass out of himself. Oh, he completely made an ass out of himself. Remember when they were like, do you have anything to say? And the only thing he wanted to say was try and cover his butt because the damn prison psych said that he was exposing himself to her. I mean, come on. And the judge is like, that's all you have to say, right? I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Just, ugh. Okay, let's see. You did such a great job. Another person was confusing this with Whereas, don't forget that she helped tape that baby up in a milk crate and helped sink it in a well. Yeah, that was the Groves trial, and just as horrifying. Now, there's another person that believe that is down with um wait, okay, hold on. Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are bringing up in the comments. I'm not. I'm kind of just skimming through a lot of these because it's not. It's kind of pointless in reading some of these. I don't like. Um, they're not directly related to this stuff, but a lot of people are bringing up the cousin dynamic to this, right? Which is it's never a good look. It's never a good look. Um, your friend Arian that works with poor family rose out to me the wrong. Yep, that kind of bugs me. She didn't choose to observe baby's article says she chose herself and blamed addiction. Okay, this person's basically saying uh she chose herself and blamed an addiction. I mean, yeah. I hope she stays in jail. She's no longer. Yep. Snoring like a chihuahua. That would be Roscoe. Yes. Let's see. Makes me sad. Evil people. Breaks my heart. Hello, hello. That's it. Okay. So those are we just went through and read the main comments, right? The majority of the main comments. Okay. Um, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens. So this is what I think. So I mean, I said some of this in the video, but if you haven't watched my video about it, I'll just, say it again or whatever. I do not think they are going to bring charges. I don't think they're going to retry these charges or anything like that. What I personally think is going to happen is they're going to end up doing some form of time served to the current charges that she has. The prosecution has said, um, we brought the charges up against her that we did because we felt like that was there. That's what we based our case on, right? And so that's where if the Supreme Court's saying, well, no, you can't do that, they're going to have to completely redo everything, right? And so that's where they're going to have to probably start. And it's sadly, I mean, unfortunately, this is just the fact of the matter. They're going to start looking at money, all this kind of stuff that would go into another trial, things of this nature. They already got her on the one charge, right? And Stephanie, you know what? That's fine to ask. I actually read your question earlier, and somebody answered it for us because I didn't know either. Um, I think we've all decided that the father has the baby. So Courtney's dad has the baby. So yeah, I hope you're doing well, Stephanie. Um, and thank you for your question. I didn't remember either, and I'm glad someone could answer it for us. So I don't think they're going to retry it. I think they're going to end up, kind of doing a time served, however they do that kind of stuff. Almost like Michael Peterson from The Staircase. Remember how that went on? Now it'll probably take a hot minute for the prosecution to look over it, that kind of thing. But I mean, at this point, it's like, okay, if you built your whole trial around that, you know, um, so that's sadly what I think is going to happen. And again, my whole thing with it is I just don't think it's enough time. And and I'm not looking at it even from a um, you know, I guess my thing with her is, and when I say punishment, I mean, yeah, punishment, but I'm also looking at it mostly like, or not mostly, but from a rehabilitation standpoint, because she was going to get out at some point, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whereas Christopher, I'm just like, put him out of the jail. Honestly, I'm surprised he's still alive. Okay. I'm literally shocked he's still alive. Courtney was going to always get out though. So it's like, well, we have to sit here and we've got to do the best we can with her, right? Because she's going to get back out again. She's going to potentially have access to her other little girl again, that kind of a thing. And then let me go over here real quick. Hold on. What's her name? Cortney Bell. Please hold. Please continue to hold. Your call is important to us. Okay. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to read this from the article again. And this is just talking about why it was overturned. This is from 11 Alive News. Please out. A state appeals court has reversed an M conviction of a Georgia mother charged in, what happened to her newborn. It was 2017 that this went down. Jury deliberated for about an hour after closing arguments. That damn jury went in the room and they were like, look, we can't walk right back out there with guilty verdicts. Like, they're going to question that. Y'all want to do charades? I want to do something, especially for Christopher. I mean, they were like, we didn't even need to waste our footsteps going to the damn, jury room over that one. Okay, so blunt force trauma to the head. Hold on, I'm just trying to. Okay, here it is. However, on Friday, the Court of Appeals of Georgia reversed the M charge and a second-degree child cruelty conviction against. Oh, I thought they didn't do that one. Anyways, against Bell when it issued an opinion detailing how the evidence was insufficient. Here it is. The appeals court affirmed a felony conviction against Bell, though, for the charge of contributing to the dependency of a minor, meaning the court found there was sufficient evidence to show either neglect or abuse. So let's just read that one again because I kind of jumbled it up a little bit. The Court of Appeals of Georgia reversed the M and second degree, so the M charge, y'all know what I'm talking about, and a second degree child cruelty conviction against Bell when it issued an opinion detailing how the evidence was insufficient. It upheld the charge of contributing to the dependency of a minor, meaning there was sufficient evidence to show neglect or abuse. Okay, so there's that. The district attorney said his office has 10 days from the opinion, which was published on February 18th. So today, right, we should be, what's today, 28th? So maybe tomorrow. I mean, hell, it might be back in the news now. But they have 10 days from when the opinion was published on the 18th to appeal the ruling to the Georgia Supreme Court. Yet as of Tuesday, he said his office is still reviewing the opinion and hadn't determined if an appeal will be filed. He explained he's weighing the comments from the appeals court made in its opinion about the evidence presented at trial, plus the history of second-degree M convictions in Georgia. We went to trial on those charges because we believe there was sufficient evidence to prove those charges. I obviously respect the Court of Appeals and their decision, he said during an interview. Second-degree M charges has only been around since 2014, so there isn't a ton of case law about that. And that's all it says on that. It goes into this. Months later. Okay, where do we go? I'm trying to get to. In its recently released opinion, the appeals court wrote, Bell argues that the evidence was insufficient to establish that she caused the massive trauma to the victim's head, either directly or as a party to the crime, and we agree. Okay. However, they explained the argument from the state wasn't that Miss Bell caused injuries herself, but just that her negligence and neglect is what led to those injuries. He continued by noting that theory was what they went forward with on trial and what the jury convicted the couple on. In the Court of Appeals, the argument is that there needs to be something more than just negligence, noting that it's kind of the way I read their opinion the first 2 times I've read it through, that it's not enough to show being party to a crime. So hopefully that makes sense. They're wanting. Court of Appeals is saying she needed to be more active, more evidence of that kind of stuff. So you see why this is why I'm looking at it like I don't think I don't think they're going to retry that for those things. And I don't know what the law is. I don't think you can bring those charges up again. I don't know if they can go and like find other charges or whatever. And again, like the negligence thing, I mean, I think she's been in jail for what is this year, 2022? So 18, 19, 20, 20, like 3-4 years. I mean, I don't know how long she could stay. But again, the sad part is that the sad part with the whole thing is that again, whether it was 15 years, 4 years, whatever, and whatever the whatever the outcome is, however long she was in there, she was always going to be going home, which is frightening in of itself. But it just really concerns me that it's this soon, right? Because I don't think, I mean, for the level that she was going through with everything, I'm like, oh no, this girl ain't ready to go. She needs more time to cook, okay? She ain't ready to come out of the oven. And that's sad. So we're gonna have to see. Now that we've read that, so I mean, literally tomorrow, I would think we might hear something. In fact, let's Google it real quick. Hold on. But you'd think it would come up, right? News. What? How would we know about that? 1 week ago, 5 days, 6 days ago. Sadly, I'm just gonna have to go to damn Twitter to get up to date. Okay, let's see here. Cortney Bell. Let's see. How do you know 2 days ago? Wait, y'all, we might have damn cracked the case. Hold on. District Attorney Randy McGinley tells me his office will file a petition with the Georgia Supreme Court requesting it review the state appeals court recently reversing Cortney Bell's murder conviction for the death of 2-week-old Kalaya back in 2017. Okay, so if this is true, this was 6 hours ago. Wow. Okay. So it sounds like the district attorney or whoever, yeah, the district attorney is going to ask the Supreme Court to look over it, the Georgia Supreme Court. So it went to the state of appeals where they were like, yeah, we're overturning it. And so he is now saying, yeah, take it to the next level. Okay. Oh, this will be interesting. This will be very interesting. So let's follow him. We need to follow him. So let's see here. And then there's that. Now let's go to his original thing 6 days ago. Georgia Appeals Court. Okay, so here's the thing. So this isn't done yet, right? If it goes to the Supreme Court, which it's not, allegedly, that's what he's saying they're going to do, they're going to look at it. And so this might get sent back, right? It'll be very interesting to see. So this just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. So let me just see here. Let's see. It shouldn't be that way. It is. I have it long enough. Great. And yeah, that's the thing too. So, Murder Nerd says, honestly, it's effed up because there's no treatment for addicts in most places. And I mean, that's the thing. It's like they should. That's why a situation like Courtney, it's like regardless how I feel about her, knowing that she's going back out, that's where I'm like, oh my god, please, whatever you can, give her some Tylenol, something. You know what I mean? Like fix her up the best you can, right? Because this is part of it. Because there's really not enough treatment out there, options at least. So I don't know. It's very tragic. Pardon me. Pardon me. Okay, now look. Here's what we're gonna do, because in a few minutes I'm gonna have to run because I have to go do dinner. But before we do that, we are going to have a Julie Rowe moment. Okay, because I have serious questions, y'all. Serious questions. Serious questions. Now, here's the thing. Let me turn this down. I can't play the music, right? Because it will not do well. But Julie Rowe is from the Daybell case. Makes me sick to my stomach. I mean, yeah, this is sad, right? Hold on, let me say. Roscoe is not happy. This one, she literally has a conniption fit on. I'm trying to find where I did it because I sent it to a few people. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Please hold. Well, come on now. I cannot with this one, y'all. I cannot with this one. Okay. This is Julie Rowe. So what she is doing in this is bang bang choo choo train dun, 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 dun. That's the beat going on, right? She is invested in this one. Now, this is what she's doing. Well, we're gonna talk about it in a second. Let me see where y'all can see this. Okay. Roscoe. I'm trying to get it so you can see her. There we go. Now look at her face. Look at her face. Watch. She'll get into it. This is not sped up, y'all. I mean, this is y'all. I mean, these are the questions that I have. First of all, does anybody know what that is? Is this just is this sign language? Looking like an idiot with that stupid hat on. I mean, I cannot. So here's my thing. What is this? Is this sign language? Where is she making this up? I mean, because I guess what I'm asking is the whole energy cleansing thing. Is that like, and I'm not saying is it legitimate, but like clearly this is coming from somewhere, right? So what is it a derivative of? Because if she's just doing this, because every now and then, like in this one, she was doing this, and I'm like, is that C? Like, I don't know anything about sign language, right? So there's that. But y'all, I mean, this you can watch her stuff for hours, y'all. And I just y'all, every day she comes up on my damn feed, and I find myself hate watching her. And then I have to honestly question myself. I'm like, what does it say about me as a person that I do this? Like, this is sad, right? Um, and then I guess I always imagine little hummingbird feathers going when she does some of these things like but here's my thing. So first of all, this is what she's doing in damn traffic. Because if you watch her, whenever I watch this stuff, I'm like, this she's in traffic. Sometimes she's driving, staring as hard as she can at that damn camera to make sure um that she can, whatever. But then excuse me. But then I'm just like, she's wearing the salty hat, which we know she's salty. We don't hear that. It baffles me, but what pisses me off about it, and literally, I mean, Matt sits there, Matt's like, "What is your unhealthy obsession with this woman?" Because y'all, it's not good. I mean, I said, I'm like, "Ah, it makes me sick." This is the kind of BS right here that got a whole bunch of people, including those two kids, killed. Okay, it's this BS that she's spouting out in here. That's what really gets me about it is that I'm just like, it's all kind of crazy, all this kind of stuff, but it's like that's that same BS. And I don't know what I'm sure in their minds they've created. Oh, well, no, this isn't that. The Daybells were over here doing all that. And I'm like, no, this is just as crazy. Okay. This is just as crazy. This people lost their lives over this BS. And so it just infuriates me. It absolutely infuriates me. And then on top of it, it just looks incredibly stupid, right? Um, but I mean, I'm half damn tempted to take one of the classes, y'all, just to be able to get the information about like, what is it that what is this grift? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this grift? Um, I don't understand it. I'm trying to put myself in the place of someone who sees that TikTok or takes her class and buys it. Because here's the thing. I mean, all that whole crowd was running around with each other, right? So I mean, that's it just. I mean, it really. In fact, how does that? Hold on, let's look her up real quick. Julie Rowe Lister as an author makes me sick to my stomach. I guess his spouse, Jeff Rowe. How do you find? Doesn't she have like a website or something? Like, how do you sign up for her stuff? That was what I'm getting at. I mean, Julie Rowe classes. God, you can schedule an appointment. 180 goddamn. Please hold. Julie Rowe Energy. This is on something scheduled. To prepare for your session, please find a quiet spot where you can have privacy. I don't know if I need to bring this bad mojo in. A regular energy, okay, here it is. A regular energy session, consultation, 40-minute initial energy session, first time clients only, $165. Lessons on energy work, 180. I want to sign up to past life regression therapy. And I've wanted to do past life regression therapy, right? But I would never do it with her, of course. Okay, so the sessions go this much. The consultation is $165 for 40 minutes. Lessons on energy work are $180 for 40 minutes. A 20-minute energy session is $85. That's more like it. But I'm guessing she would. I don't know if I could hide it though. She would probably be like, "Aren't you that guy on YouTube?" 40-minute energy session is 160. 55 energy or minute energy section. I can't even talk. It's 210. 80 minutes is 360. Past life regression is 40 minutes, 260. Future life guidance session, 40 minutes, 260. 10 emergency proxy sessions. I cannot even with this. 20-minute emergency. I just cannot. Cannot. Even in the realm. Okay, because like I said, I've always wanted to do past life regression therapy. Okay, so like I'm not knocking that. Like I would like to do it, right? See what it's like. But in that realm, if I were to go shopping and investigate people, this right here, I'm like, oh honey, no. Absolutely not. I just had to look at the TikTok and be like, absolutely not. Okay. So the 20-minute proxy session, this is not a phone session. Now, this is the one that I'm like, this is where she's ripping people off, truly. Okay. And maybe this is what she's doing on TikTok to prove that she's working. I'll bet you anything. We might have cracked the damn kid. Okay. I'm going to read it so y'all can be in on it. This is not a phone session. I will work silently from home as proxy for you. Energy clears the same, and I can go faster in a proxy session like this so I can clear more for the client in less time. This will enable the client to go about their regular daily activities without interruption to their schedule. There is no phone call. I do not take notes or send notes. That slows the energy down and makes it stick. So she's going to take $80 from you, and then you're just supposed to know that she cleared your energy, that she rocked your chakras. I can't with this. So a 30-minute session of that is, and I mean, in what session is it like, oh God, I'm having an emergency situation. I mean, I just don't. So there's that. I mean, she's very big on this. Very big on this. She is very much about the proxy sessions. She has all these lists for it. But now let's get to this. 24-hour care emergency proxy session. Sounds like a damn emergency room. First of all, it's 23 hours and 59 minutes. It's $1,100. You know she's never sold one of those. Maybe to Lori. This is not a phone session. She just lists the same thing. So for 24 hours, she's going to set. I think what we're seeing in the TikToks is like some kind of a thing that goes along with people she's taking money from and doing this, right? $1,100. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, y'all, hold on. Please hold. Roscoe is not happy. Roscoe, come on. Come on. He wants me to go across the hallway to come get him. Okay, so hold on. Let me find this again. Julie Rowe Energy Women's Retreat, Friday, March 18th. It's coming up. Oh, it's for women, though. I'd have to get rid of my beard. Come on. Roscoe, come here. Oh, he's hungry. That's what. Yeah, we're gonna have to go in a minute. The boy is hungry. He's coming in to request his dinner. Okay, so let's finish going through this real quick first. So it's a women's retreat. It's from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. MDT, and Saturday the 19th, 10 a.m. to 5. The event is intended to be a retreat for women to clear energy. Julie has planned certain surprise activities for her guests. This event includes 13 hours of in person group sessions and proxy sessions every day for 2 weeks following the event. The price includes a 2-night stay in a private room, single occupancy, also included dinner Friday and brunch on Saturday. Registration deadline Sunday, March 6th, no cancellation. I wonder if you'd be staying in her damn house. Can you imagine how awkward that would be? I mean, can you imagine? And then for the next 2 weeks, she's going to make TikToks for you. She's going to make some damn TikToks for you. She's going to make some damn TikToks in your honor. I'm going to dedicate this one to so and so. I just grifted them out of about $1,200. Okay. Then March 18th, women's retreat. Well, what's different about this one? Wait, what's. Oh, wait. You want to know how much the damn thing is? How much the damn retreat is? This one is $1,794. Yo, I'm not joking. I can 100% see her having this like you're going to stay at her house. Okay, so then she has. I don't understand why this one's. There's another one. Double occupancy, stay in a shared room. Oh, okay. So you can do another one for $1,500, but you're staying in a shared room. Okay, past life regression group Zoom session. Oh my God, we could do a group chat. It's $185. Why would I want to be in a group of people with all that? I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Okay, future life 185, proxy session 63, individual proxy session 110, in-person all-day group classes. In-person all-day class starts June 11th, 2022, Midway, Utah. 8 hours of in-person training and teaching, person teaching and session work, 7 days of proxy work. Oh my God, y'all are going to fall out of your damn chairs. Buckle your damn seatbelts. Buckle your damn seatbelt. Hold on. I can't believe where this live chat is gone. Y'all, we need the damn sofa seatbelt. If you're new here, this is the sofa seatbelt. When things get out of damn control in here, we have to get this buckle ourselves in. Okay. Y'all think we have passed that point. Y'all, things are getting out of control when I read this one. Okay. Y'all, things are out of control on this one, y'all. We are buckling the hell up. Okay. Okay, here we are buckling up. There it is. Okay. Listen to the topics that they are going to cover. This is 8 hours of in-person teaching and session work, 7 days of TikToks afterwards. Topic examples: clearing COVID and other pandemics. Well, why didn't we consult her? Polygamy, soul trafficking, DNA manipulations, emotional traumas, physical, mental, emotional illness, addiction, food disorders, weight issues, abuse, injury, etc. Dinner is included in the price, no cancellation policy, non-transferable, no refunds after purchase, no recording of the class is allowed. Well, that just knocked out half her damn customer base right there. That's the only people she's selling this BS to are YouTubers getting caught. I cannot. Okay. I cannot. I want to know what's for dinner too. That's the only question I have for the entire thing. What's for dinner? Oh my God. I cannot. I would 100% wear a wire. I'd be going deep undercover, y'all. Deep undercover. I'd be in there shaking. Whew. Yeah, I'm about to die up in here, y'all. Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, she got burned on that one. She got burned on that one. She got the tribe because she's like, we need to come up with a damn policy. We need to redo Article 5, Paragraph 3, Sentence 2. We got burned on the recording devices. Her ass got dragged for a year solid. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I need to just catch myself here. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. I cannot. Okay. Okay. Fuzzy Doxy just reminded us that Selima was a professional color. Yo, where did these people come from? I forget about that. Where do these people come from? Okay, where? I'm gonna ask her what for dinner. My main curiosity is: are you staying at her house? It is in Utah. It's in Midway. So, like, is that where you're staying? Is at her house? That would be so creepy. I'd be scared to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Okay. Oh no. It gets worse. I don't know if I can take this. I don't know. Okay, so special topic Zoom sessions. What I see. Special topic Zoom sessions. This is March 1st. This is tomorrow. Okay. It's $125. Damn, I mean, that's tempting. Okay, so the topic for the session is Lord of the Rings, the Precious, Middle Earth, and Earth. These are sessions geared toward clearing specific issues or topics. Sessions discussing what I see going on in the world, clearing energy on what I see coming in days ahead. Okay. We will clear whatever comes up for whoever is in the class. It goes into you can't cancel all that stuff. Then Tuesday, March 8th, what I see, other planets and their significance to Earth. Discussing what I see going on in the world. So it's the same thing there. Friday, March 11th is what I see. DNA, individual, planetary, galactic, interplanetary, cosmic, geogalactic, universal. March 15th is clearing generational curses, spells, dark arts, negative ties, trauma bonds, degenerative diseases. March 29th is how to get your sexy back. Oh my God, I just absolutely cringe at the thought. March 31st is what I see, soulmates, soul bodies, soul contracts. I mean, she has her whole damn life planned out for like a year in advance. I mean, this is just crazy stuff, y'all. I mean, I don't have the energy. Roscoe's over here. He needs to be fed. I mean, it keeps going all year round. I'm into July. I mean, my thumbs just look at this. I'm going like this still. Okay, so it ends August 24th. Oh my God, I cannot with this, y'all. Okay. If I had the money to piss away, I would 100% sign up for it. There's no way I could go in person because I want to make it. Okay, I would 100% fall out. Like, she would catch me immediately. Eyes would all fall on me. These are my curious questions. What's for dinner? Where are you staying? And more, we know what to expect out of her. I would be studying the attendance. I would be studying who is in attendance. Okay, I would be very curious to see if it's just people that are there. Because one thing that I do think is going on with her. So I do 100% think that, like, there's people that's like, hey, yep, into this, whatever, and I'm not, whatever. So I also think she is grifting on the fact that there's a lot of curious onlookers. I mean, like, look at us right here. That there's people that have already done this. I mean, I'm not joking when I said she got burnt before, where her ass got dragged for a hot minute when people were going and recording her, like, little weird, bizarre dancing sessions she was doing at these meetings and stuff. I mean, and putting it on the and stuff. I mean, it's bad, right? So she's doing bookings for this. So that whole thing about, oh, we can't, do this. You can't get a return. You can't do this. There's a lot of people probably doing that just to get in the window and then seeing them want money back or whatever. So, I mean, come on. Oh my God. I've given myself a headache of laughs. So, y'all, this was so much fun. I needed this. We've cleared some energy tonight. Okay. We've done some clearing of the energies. Um, God, I would, you know how they use, and they might still do it where in the like, in the revive, I don't know what you call it, but the churches where they touch you and you fall down and you're like, I've been healed or whatever. Totally going in there with that, falling down, shaking, the whole 9 yards, just going with it. So there's that. I mean, she just is the gift that keeps giving. I mean, my God. So, anyways, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, Emily, for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody for chatting, for laughing, for all that, and thank you for the chat about the case. So now we have learned that they are sending it to the thing, and here Roscoe's going to come say goodnight. Roscoe is very upset. He got mad out of bed. It's dinner time. Say hello, everybody. It's my dinner time, and I am very pissed. Yes, it's okay, honey. Anyways, I love y'all. Thank you very much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Tomorrow morning, my Barry Morphew video will go up on this channel. My next big deep dogs. I'm done for the night, y'all. You're done. You're done. Okay. Thank you, Fuzzy Doxy. I appreciate it. My next deep dive is going to be Jennifer Pam. I'm reading her book. I'm listening to her audiobook right now and like kind of putting it together. I'm just like, oh my God. So we're going to be talking about that one on the main channel. Anyways, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. I love y'all. And until we meet back at the sofa with this salty little dog, this salty little energy clearer, we'll see you next time. Y'all take care. Thanks for being part of the Sofa Squad. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate it.